Hello, Ken.
Hey, Alex. Must be an awful bad delay again tonight. I clicked on the. Greg said he's first, and it took it about 12 seconds to show up, so that could make for a long night. Plus, I see I'm all blurry over here. Why am I all blurry? There we go. That's a little better. Not blurry anymore. Here comes Greg. Didn't have no noise again. Doggone it. These settings need to stay adjusted the way they're supposed to stay adjusted, not change on me like that. I gotta remember how I did it. Hey, Greg.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure why I didn't get no. I saw that you entered the waiting room, but I didn't get no bell saying you entered the waiting room. So I need to figure out why that's doing that.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
Somebody watching Josh?
Yeah, I was watching for a little bit.
I don't think it was in this area. I'm trying to remember how I did that last night. There's Dr. Rob and there's Tony Wallow. Good to see both of you in the chat. I saw Dr. Rob earlier. I was watching the OBS guy earlier this evening before I had to get some things done. Yeah, I can't find how to turn that bell back on. This is ridiculously frustrating.
So next weekend, Josh is leaving for Lance on Friday. Won't be back until like Tuesday. And I said, well, I bet that's gonna be a long time to be stuck at your aunt's away from your be using that old computer, be using her computer. He said, don't remind me.
Well, I'd imagine he's probably going to take his capture card and his game and whatever else up there. And
that is true. He can do that, especially if he plugs his capture card and plays the game off the way and plugs his capture card into the computer because since the game's running off the way, it doesn't use any of the computer power.
right. And the fish cam cannot be active because the fish tank light is off and the camera's not even connected. Let me get that running real quick. I knew I forgot to do something. Been a rough day.
I had a rough night.
I had a short night, but not rough.
I have short days and long nights now. Ever since I graduated college, just about it. Other than Sunday, I feel like I have really short days and really long nights. I watched a little TV last night, and then I went to bed about 10 to 4. Right as I was going upstairs, I heard a helicopter.
Uh-oh.
Damn, the day ain't flying this early in the morning. Maybe that's because maybe the reason why I have short days and long nights is because Ken kept me up last night on Sunday until 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, it was a police helicopter. They were looking for somebody. For about 45 minutes, they were flying all around my house area.
Yeah, I'm surprised they weren't flying around my house after that little fun deal we went through. Told Lorna about that, and she just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. Which I figured she would. It was kind of funny afterwards. So I woke up this morning, literally this morning, at around 10:30, and I had a message from Wells Fargo. And it says my Wells Fargo account is trying to buy something on Amazon Prime PM. This wakes me up rather quickly. So I called Wells Fargo and I said, I got this alert. Tell me what's going on. And they said, yeah, we got this too. Did you buy anything? I said, no, I have a Amazon account. I would not ever put anything on a different credit card for that. And, go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So they stopped that process, whatever that was. And then we froze or deleted the card. Got a new card on the way. So I have no idea. I don't know what Amazon Prime PM is at all, if it's anything. It's been about,
I've heard of Amazon Prime, but I've not heard of Amazon Prime PM.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I've never heard of Amazon Prime PM either. I don't know if the PM's a nightly service or a country, or I don't know.
Sounds like it may have been a scam or something.
Well, I'm sure it was. It was for $16.19. It was just a test to see if they could get the credit card to go through, is what it was. That's all it was. According to when you Google Amazon Prime PM, it says unknown charges, Amazon customer service. That's all it says. It doesn't say if it's a... It says Amazon Prime is a premium membership service run by the online retail that offers a wide host of exclusively perks, discounts. Yeah, a Prime account, but I pay for that through Amazon. I don't pay for that through Wells Fargo. So I don't know what got hacked. I don't know how it got hacked. I know the last time that Wells Fargo card was used was when we were in Illinois. So it's been a while. Kind of scary ordeal, actually. And then let's add the interview to insult. I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and change my passwords on everything. I got really a few hours today to do nothing. Or so I thought. It was rainy. It rained all day. Hard enough I couldn't play golf, so might as well. Couldn't remember my password. And I've gone through everything. And then I looked at the hint that I left myself, and it said January, bottom of the page. So I keep all my budgets for the last 3 years. So I get out all my budgets, and I look on January's, and nothing there. And then it dawned on me. January, bottom of the page. I was talking about a calendar that I know I threw away last year. So I got real lucky, and you can do a one-time deal of recovery on your password with LastPass. And that's what I did, and everything worked out just fine. So I was frustrated for a tad a little bit. We got Lorna's paperwork mailed in to get her license changed. You remember me telling you guys last night there will be a change of her hours?
Yeah.
Sure enough, next week she's 8 hours, 5 days, one of which they know she can't work because I've got a doctor's appointment. She's scheduled to be at work at 2. I'm scheduled to be at the doctor's at 2. And I already told her I'm not canceling this appointment this time. So we called the sister-in-law, and she said, don't worry about it. She'll take care of it. So
I had the opposite thing happen to me. The doctor canceled. The appointment was scheduled for the 24th, and the doctor canceled the appointment because the doctor all of a sudden figured he'd go to a conference. So he canceled the appointment, and they had to reschedule. And they tried to reschedule me for a day after my alarms, my pump went off, which wouldn't have worked because I would have been out of medicine.
Right.
Come back again to reschedule another day. And so that's when they came up with this Friday.
Are you going this Friday?
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say the 24th. That's next week. That's Tuesday.
That's when he's not gonna be there.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, it's kind of ironic.
He was going to get a conference when he scheduled when he scheduled it at first, but it is something I only have to do like every 3 months. So he may not have known about it.
Or it slipped his mind, or the people that do his scheduling wasn't paying attention. So who knows? It's kind of ironic though that I told her last night, be ready for some changes. I didn't think it'd be that quick. I thought it'd be in a couple weeks, but no. They start next week. And the reason they're changing the schedule is the 2 girls on day shift that always call in don't want to work 6 to 6. So I told Lauren, I said, well, that's a simple fix. This is your scheduled time to work. If you can't work it, you don't work here. Problem solved. So she's kind of got a good plan. If once her license gets transferred, she's going to go part-time there and go to this other place, and hopefully it's not too bad there. We will see. We will see.
I want to know what time I got up today.
Let me see. 3 o'clock.
Nope.
Before noon?
Nope.
Okay, good. Whew. I was worried. 4 o'clock.
Nope.
Am I moving in the right direction?
Nope. Nope. 2:05.
Oh my goodness.
That damn helicopter was flying around until about 20 to 5.
Well, I got lucky that nobody knocked on the door last night.
I gotta get up early Saturday and Sunday this weekend.
What's going on this weekend?
I just found out our grandkids are coming over.
Oh,
They're coming up for the weekend, so I've got to. So they're going to be here either Friday night or early Saturday morning. So it works out that you got to get off of Zoom at a decent time Friday.
yep.
You go to bed, get up early, and go to Chicago. So.
Yep, that is very true. Very true. So who has I know you don't have grandkids. Who has grandkids?
My mom and dad.
Okay, I know that. Your brother, your sister, who's?
It was my it's his daughter.
Oh, okay, okay.
Stepsister.
My mom and dad.
They're coming down from Tennessee.
Well, good. It sounds like you're kind of looking forward to that.
For the weekends, I get to get up early 2 days in a row.
What's considered?
Saturday and Sunday.
Why Sunday?
Because I gotta get up. I gotta get up even earlier than I normally do on Sunday for breakfast.
Oh, because of the grandkids visiting?
Our monthly. This Sunday was our monthly men's breakfast, but they're inviting the ladies.
Oh, so you're doing like a breakfast for everybody then?
Yes.
What are you having good?
Well, they usually have eggs and bacon and sausage and biscuits and gravy and jelly and
No grits?
no grit.
Grit. How can you be a southern state and not have grits?
Sometimes they have chocolate gravy. I don't know. They've never had. I like them, but they've never had them for.
I like grits occasionally. Every once in a great while. I like them. So we went to 2 different Walmarts today. That was fun. Went to Costco, but didn't go in because my brother was going to meet us there, and then he got delayed, so we postponed that to a different day. Went to an Asian store that nobody understood anything in English, which was kind of fun. While we were standing in line, this elderly couple came in, some tall white guy and some Asian woman. I didn't know what her nationality was until she spoke to him, and she spoke to him in Korean, and he just kind of nodded his head, sort of, kind of in agreement. I said, "Do you speak much Korean?" He goes, "Not a word." He goes, "How'd you know?" He goes, "How'd you know that was Korean?" I said, "I was in Korea for 5 years. I still speak it pretty good." He goes, "Oh," he goes, "I don't speak one word of it." And then he kind of looked around to make sure she wasn't standing there. So, I know Alex talked to my Josh today, because Alex texted me and let me know, and then my Josh called me. He said something about he primarily has got only sales positions, and I said, "Well, I know you want more tech position." So he said not to give up hope. He's going to see what he can do.
He wanted me to send him my resume, so that's.
I forwarded it to him. I got it. You sent it to me.
No, he finally texted me his email out, so I sent it to him.
Well, that's probably because I sent your resume. It doesn't matter as long as he gets it, right? Bottom line is you got it and he got it. And,
he got it.
right. So that's the bottom line. Doesn't matter that it went from Arkansas to Wyoming to Minneapolis to Indianapolis. It got there. So we want someplace. Oh, the post office. That was fun. I walk in the post office. I'm the third person in line. I'm thinking, well, this will go quick. I just need a stamp. 22 minutes later, I'm still standing in line because all the postal workers are in the back doing something. Don't know what. Finally, this one guy comes out and he says, "I'll take the next person in line." And oh my goodness, this lady that was the first person in line, she just immediately starts going off. "Where have you been, Steve? I've been standing in this line for over a half hour." And apparently somebody in the back heard, because all of a sudden there are 3 clerks now up front. And the guy in front of me and I got to go just like that. So I wanted to go over and shake her hand and say, "Thank you very much." For one stamp. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be good at sales. I think I just want to stick to support.
Yeah, well, no, I figured as much. And then at the one Walmart we go to, it's just been a bad day for me. We're standing there and we couldn't find something, and there's one of the people there that go around and, pick the orders up you put online for you to pick up. And Lorna was standing beside me and said, "Well, I'm just going to ask this Walmart person here if she knows where this is at." And she turned around and looked at me, and then she turned around and pushed her little cart off. And you want to talk about almost slipping back into military mode. It was damn close. Lorna goes, calm down. So we continued shopping, and then down by the eggs, there was about 5 people standing around. They looked halfway important. So I said, "Excuse me, are any of you guys managers?" And this girl goes, "Well, we are all managers." I said, "Good." And I told her what happened. And they said, "Yeah, we think we know who you're talking about. We'll take care of it." They know about the problem and they do nothing about it. Is the employment world that bad, really?
Yes.
Ugh, horrible. Horrible. I haven't looked outside lately tonight and see if it's still raining or not, but I don't have any streaming service right now. I was going to catch up on one show, and I rebooted it and cleared everything, and it still don't work. Yeah, it shows it's drizzling. And we have a weather alert for fog will reduce visibility overnight. Well, that's good, because I won't be out driving tonight because she's off today. Gonna be warm this weekend. 90, 93. Hey. So how was your day, Greg? Got up late? Walmart twice?
My son needed some juice, and I needed a few things. Figured I was going to get out of there about 65 to 85, 125.
That's about what we spent. At the first Walmart. And second Walmart, we spent $19.20 because the cashier had a good sense of humor. He said that'd be 1920. I said no, it's more closer like 2022. And he caught it immediately and he laughed. He goes, "Oh, that's a good one." So, yeah, the one Walmart we went to didn't have what we wanted. So the other one's kind of, sort of on the way home. So we ran up there. Better than having to go down by where she works. They've got their 65-inch VZO TVs on sale again for $498. My brother texted me. He was at Costco when he finally did get to Costco. He said, "Well, we can get this one right here, Samsung, for $549." I like VZO. I've been partial to them for a while now.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I like them. They're good TVs, I think. So I got to thinking, yeah, I'll stick with the VZO. It's cheaper and a little closer to get. He did say he would help me haul it over in his new truck, though. I don't know that I can't get it in the CRV, but I don't want to attempt it and, you know, be stuck waiting on him to show up or whatever. So.
They make bungee cords for it, rope.
Tie it on the top. Uh-oh.
Back, close the door, and tie the door to the handle.
I don't know. Is this not working? I don't know that it'll fit inside the... Yeah, it's working. I don't know that it'll fit inside the CRV. Man, that is a huge delay tonight. Why is that so bad? So that's interesting. Alex just turned his camera off and he did change positions, like Doug was explaining the other day. Maybe there's a little bit of truth in that. I see Natasha joined us a second ago.
Yeah, I see that.
How's
Indy's...
that possible? Because Josh is still playing his little game over here. He's still live on YouTube.
Yeah, I figured he would be.
I'm watching it on mute.
No, I contemplated not going live, and then I got to thinking that I don't know how long he's going to be streaming, so I wanted to get a stream in before we got busy. We're still going to dye our hair tonight. I don't want to procrastinate and think we'll get it done either tomorrow before she goes to work at 6 or Friday before she goes to work at 2, because if we do that, that's not going to happen. And Tony Wallow says at least Indy will be busy this weekend. Oh, yeah, from now to the end of the month, Indy's going to be the place to be. A friend of mine and his dad went out there today on the hopes it would stop raining. They said, well, it rained all day, but we still had a great time. So I would like to go, but I just don't see how I can do it this year. Maybe catching on TV or something, I don't know. I was watching a pretty good video on some effects on DaVinci Resolve. Looks pretty interesting. I'm going to give them a shot later on. Probably tomorrow night since she's working overnight. As much as I like the 2 to 10 deal, it would be much better if she could work at least 2 12s in that stretch, but I think the power struggle is going to take a drastic turn next week, and that they're going to fire the executive director and move this girl they moved up recently to where she's at that's taking over the schedule. And if that happens, it's just going to be rough. I wouldn't want to work there. In 2 weeks, we'll know Lorna's testing date for her license, and then I think if I read the instructions right, she'll take it within a week. So by the end of June, we should be good. I hope. About all we can do. So what game's he playing at? Oh, Alex muted himself. Never mind.
Mamico?
That didn't ring a bell with me. I didn't recognize it.
I don't know what game it is, but it looks to be some really old like 1980s game.
I thought it resembled a game that used to be called Dig Dug way back in the day, but I think Dig Dug you had to actually dig in the ground and to avoid things. He just seems to stay up on top. Yep. This is the last. So my speeds aren't too bad. My ping was 737 down and 938 up. I don't understand why the delay's as bad as it is tonight. Makes no sense at all.
Could be doing maintenance on the servers.
It could be. It could very well be.
You know what, Ken? You need to go in there. You need to put yourself in the waiting room.
I can't wait to hear this. Why's that?
Your delay is not bad.
Well, I gauge it on. Okay, so Tony Wallow said at least any will be popular this weekend. So I want to hit the select button on Twidget, and then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11-second delay is horrible, considering it's normally 3 to 5 seconds. Now, when I turn it off, about the same. It looks like it's still there. But you guys, it might be already gone on your guys'. It's just there. It finally left on mine. Because I know that's happened in the past as well. It's crazy.
But bad news about this Saturday, when the kids are coming over, is it's going to be 40% chance of thunderstorms.
How old are the grandkids?
Might not be going, like 11 and 9.
Well, they're not little kids, so they'll probably.
One was born in 2010 and one was born in 2012.
Okay. Well, they'll probably have Nintendos or iPads or something, right?
Yeah, they bother their. I tell you what'll happen. They'll both get here and the first thing they'll say is, "Uncle Al, can we go in your room and play your Wii?"
Oh, you got a Wii? I didn't know you had a Wii.
Or can we play on your tablet?
Oh, you asked Josh to come join the chat.
Yeah, I did. I actually put 2 messages in there, but the first one I put in there disappeared for some reason.
I see he makes practically everybody that joins a mod. He might want to slow down on that a little bit. He start getting people in there that might say some unsavory things. Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
How are you tonight?
pretty good.
No baseball?
No, kids are at their dad's. So, this week. Got a couple of minor things done today. Can't keep up with all the freaking paperwork yet that I have to do about my wife.
Oh, I can imagine.
And related things, still got to get back with the minister out in Oklahoma. I've got to pick scripture passages for their service. He sent me several to choose from, and I've got to talk to the funeral home out there yet and buy vaults for the urns, yada yada.
Right.
Buy airplane tickets to fly out there and back. Been looking after a friend's dog, and I got to find a place to board the dog while we're going.
Right. How much do you think your airplane tickets are going to cost with the price of fuel these days?
I shudder to think. I have a look. We're going to fly Southwest. I mean, that's who I fly if I have a choice, and they go from Vegas to Tulsa. So, but then I got to rent a car, and we're staying at my brother-in-law's place part of the time, but I got to put me and my daughter and 2 grandchildren up in a motel for 3 or 4 days too.
Right.
So it ain't gonna be cheap. But it's something you got to do.
Yeah. Understandable. Alex, you were going to say something?
I was going to say, I think maybe wrong, but I think my mom was saying they were talking one time and they were saying, she was saying that to board our dogs here, it's like $30 it's like $20 or $30 a dog, even for a small town, or per night.
Well, this is a big dog, so I suspect we're going to be going from the 26th through the 5th. I suspect it's going to cost me $300 or $400 at least.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that's another reason why I have fish. I don't have to worry about boarding them. I can buy one of those slow release food things, throw in there, and they're done. They are fine.
The only other option, we used this in the past when my daughter was young and had several pets. We hired somebody to come into the house and look after everybody. And you have to pay them to come twice a day if you want, unless you wanted the dog to end up pooping on the floor or whatever.
Right, right.
And so I don't know how we're going to do it, but figure something.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want someone that I don't know coming in my house.
I can't remember who we used years ago. The people we used to use were very good and they're very trustworthy. But that is a question always.
Sure.
One time when we went somewhere, our dogs stayed with my grandparents, but they are in their 80s and they probably wouldn't want to be looking after our dogs too, especially now that they got their own dog. So there'd be 3 dogs running around their house.
Oh, I know. I see what he's playing. Yeah. Namco is what it is, not Mamco. NAMCO. And they put out a lot of video games back in the 80s, I believe it was. The one track and field he's playing
games that's older than him.
Yeah. Chris Garrett's going to join us. Yep. That is true.
Well, it only says 1 watching on his stream. I must be the only one.
I'm watching it over there. I got it running. I'm not necessarily watching it, but I think what he's playing now was called Grand Prix something. If I remember right.
See if I click these right links here that everybody sent me.
Yeah, I was trying. There was a link on this one I was watching tonight on OBS. The guy said the link is down below. I'm not kidding you. He must have had 25 links. And I wasn't about to click all 25 to find what I was looking for.
Let's see. Videos.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you tonight?
I'm good.
How's your weather?
It's clear.
Good. Was it hot today?
It was.
We had rain all day.
Just as long as you don't see it Arkansas, you're keeping in Indiana. Well, it's coming this weekend anyway, so it don't matter.
It's not coming from Indiana because I've always heard if weather comes out of the east to be prepared.
Somebody's in Josh's channel named Hedy Lamar.
You seen that too, huh?
Yeah, I still think of Blazing Saddles when I
Yeah.
Hedley Lamar.
Yeah. Good movie.
Hedy Lamar, actually, besides being an actress, she had a patent on something that has to do with wireless technology that's still used.
Wow.
She actually was a very bright person.
I seen an article earlier today where SWAT, I don't know if you watched that or not, it's moving from Sunday nights back to Friday nights.
Yep, yeah, I saw that.
I like SWAT. It's pretty good so far. And then
I thought it was a little weird when they had the few episodes where they were nominally trying to get rid of the main character, and then he went to Mexico.
Yeah, that at the beginning of the season this year. Yeah,
that all seemed kind of not really fitting in that well with the overall flow of the program. But what the hell do I know?
Yeah, and then the guy that's on SEAL Team, he's going to be on a new series on CBS. I can't think of his name.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. He's bounced around all over the place. He was on some Started out on some show where it was supernatural crap of some type.
Michael Weatherly started out on, I want to say Charmed, I think it was. Or not? No, maybe not. It was on one of those type of shows.
But and then of course he went on to Bones, which was that.
Yeah.
And I actually liked that show. And then went on to SEAL. So SEAL Team got canceled.
No, that's still. It moved over to Paramount Plus. You got to pay for it now.
Oh well, all right, well.
Yeah, that's I know it's no, exactly. It's not going to happen. Dark Angel was the series he was on.
Okay. All right.
I think I seen maybe 5 minutes of one show once. Very young. Very young. Yeah, they put SEAL Team over there, and primarily because now they can openly swear, and they don't have to worry about it. If they're back on normal TV, then they have to curb the language back. So, at least that's the only difference that I've seen. It's still a decent show, but there is a lot of salty language.
Hold on, Josh. Put your foot down a little more.
That's got to be hard to do without a controller, just using the keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Or he's probably using the controller that he's got.
Yeah,
Or
I
the
think
joystick.
these are like the old. I can't think of the name. The games you would find like in the pizza parlor or something.
Right.
Arcade.
Yeah, arcade.
In arcades, yeah. Yeah, I've played this one he's playing right now before.
I played something like this at the pizza place years ago. Never was any good at it, but that's another matter.
Yeah, I think the game I got best at was Galaga. I really enjoyed that. Once you figured out the pattern, it was pretty easy to play. And then the people that made this game made a game called Track and Field, and you competed in different sports. That was difficult.
Now this one would be easier to play if you actually had the steering wheel set up.
Yes.
But I never did invest in anything like that to
No.
get onto the computer.
Nope. I same way. The thought briefly entered my head, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do that.
There's a guy on YouTube. He's out of the UK called My Mate Vince. He does a lot of videos with like restoring old electronics, like old stereos and stuff. And he does a lot of videos where he like shows how to use all kinds of different controllers, like steering wheels and Xbox. He does videos where he shows how to use certain adapters that you can buy on Amazon to be able to use Xbox controllers on Nintendo Switches or Nintendo controllers on Xboxes or PlayStations or whatever.
Well, there's a game from the 80s.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I never could quite figure out what the hell you were supposed to do with it.
Eat all the dots and don't get captured by the ghost like he just did. Basically,
okay,
is
well,
it.
Oh, okay.
And then there's different levels.
And past level 1.
This is another game that once you figured out kind of the pattern, because the ghosts run in a pattern, you can actually trick them. Now, you get that one. If he goes down, go down. You can get all 4 of them, and you get really good bonus points.
They lost me after I quit Pong.
You remember the old Pong game?
Yeah.
The one that came out for the consumer with the cables that were about this big around? And the control knobs?
I think I played that on a PDP 11 or something at one point. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what it was called, but the box was about, I don't know, this big. and the cables were probably
Yeah.
a good 2 inches in diameter
Oh, yeah,
and
well,
super
I know
long.
I had one of my friends in grad school had access to one of their mini computers, and it was on there. Somebody developed it for a PDP-8 or a PDP-11 or something like that, I think. I don't remember now. Hey, Chris.
Hey,
How's Max doing?
he's good.
Good.
He just wanted to see what you would how you would respond, right?
Yeah,
Did they ever figure out or find out what was wrong?
they really didn't say what was wrong.
But where's the rest of everybody? Rick?
Well, Robert's at work. Rick's well, it's
Gary.
11 o'clock, so it's 10 o'clock where Rick's at. I haven't heard from Rick today. Usually he sends me one text a day. Darren was texting earlier. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, his side of the world, so he's probably
You know
not going
what's
to.
funny? I'll have to look at my phone to tell you exactly here.
My dinner wants to come back up.
But I told Darren back on February 24th at 1:32 p.m. that we were in a Zoom meeting. And at 1:01 p.m. today, May, he said, okay.
Alex, when you start that job,
When do I start what job?
did you get a job?
No. It's part about that interview I went to about what me and Doug and Ken talked about yesterday. I'm not gonna take it. It's not what I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
It's basically you'd be a contractor and have to be your own boss and pay your own taxes and all kind of crazy stuff.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty good decision myself. So this says insert credits. How does that work? Has he got virtual credits he's got to use to try to play this game?
Well, he's playing an arcade game, so it emulates like it's an arcade game.
Oh, okay.
So he's just got to click the button click the A button or whatever to.
Oh, so to pretend like he's putting money in it?
Yes,
Okay. Is that Miss Pac-Man or is that still Pac-Man?
that's Miss Pac-Man.
Okay.
Pac-Man is blue and Miss Pac-Man, like you're playing, it was pink.
His aunt just asked him which one is the good guy. Before you know it, Aunt Mary's going to be playing these games. You know, you said earlier about him not being around his computer for so long. I was afraid you were going to say that he was going to take his whole computer up there.
Oh, I can't see him doing that. He asked me earlier, do I think it'd be a better idea for him to get a graphics card, or do I think it'd be a better idea for him to get more memory to put in his aunt's computer? I didn't know how to answer that because I didn't want him to spend $300 or $400 on a graphics card, and the graphics card physically be too big, him not be able to put it in, or if he tried to put it in, I didn't want him to risk messing up his motherboard or something like that, so I didn't know how to answer really.
Was he talking about a graphics card in his new computer?
Yes.
But memory for the old computer?
he was talking about, he was asking if he should, he was asking if he's gonna have $400, $200 per check. He was asking if money would be better spent on memory for the old computer or a graphics card for the new computer.
Yeah, I don't know much about his
the
old
video card for the new computer, but
What?
my only concern would be him being
Yeah, who's going to
size
put it for him?
the physical size of the video card.
Well, I don't think there'll be an issue with that in the new computer, but what CPU and how much memory is in the old one at his aunt's place?
The old one.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's an i3 7100 with 8 gigs of RAM.
I don't know if it's worth spending much money on that one.
I think it's about as fast as it's gonna get.
I mean, unless,
Yeah, I told him that I think he would probably not see any benefit at all in upgrading the.
well, and I mean, mainly the computer was nominally for his aunt to use just for web browsing and email and stuff. I mean, that was one part of it, at
And
least.
then again, he's only over there every so often.
You know,
I'm surprised you didn't tell him to save his money to go to the Ark.
But then then again, when it comes to him getting a graphics card for his new computer, I'm afraid that he would try to put it in, not be able to put it in, and end up messing up something. And if he does that, he would either mess up his computer, mess up the graphics card, and then he would have wasted his $200 or $300. And also messed up his computer in the process.
you know, for what he's doing now, I don't think he needs a graphics card in his new computer, because he's not going to be playing real modern games, I wouldn't think, on that one. At any rate, I don't know.
This is all because he's concerned about he wants to get more subscribers, yesterday. As if he wants to get subscribers like he's been doing this a year, but he's only been doing this a couple of weeks.
I think he's playing the kind of games he's doing right now. And just keep working at that with the old Nintendo games emulated or whatever is a pretty good route for him to build subscribers. You got to be patient about these things.
It's a good start, yes.
And just speaking as an old man here, if I had a fast graphics card and some of these modern games on it, I'm not sure my hand-eye coordination is good enough to play some of those well.
I would second that right behind. Yes, I agree.
And I think that would kind of be a waste, trying to play modern games on there, just because he's going to be competing against other gaming channels where people are already doing that. He's kind of developing a niche here, which I think he's going to get some subscribers on if he's just patient.
Yep, I agree.
What's he up to, like 60 something now?
66.
Okay, you can't expect this to happen just overnight, Josh.
Yeah.
I think you're actually making pretty good progress on getting subscribers.
Yeah.
And I think you've kind of found games that you like, and there's people out there who like these old retro games.
I didn't even think about that, him saving his money for the art, but mainly because he told me Natasha says that they aren't going to let him go out of state.
I don't think they would.
Don't know.
Not until you ask.
Beyond my knowledge.
So I'm going to be number one here in just a second. My ping is 5, downloads 917, and uploads 939.
Hush.
The delay's still just as bad, though, so even though the numbers increased, the delay's still horrible.
I'm still irritated I'm actually measuring 700 up and down at the modem, but I'm not getting it down at the computer, which is where it counts.
Just go to the Best Buy already. Spend you $400 or $500 on a really good top of the line router and be done with it.
No, they're gonna make this work with their routers. I'm gonna see if I can't talk them into giving me another router. Because I have a place to put a third mesh router that I think will improve things. They said they would sell me one for a little over $100, but one of the support techs told me if I whined hard enough, they might give me one and I wouldn't have to pay for it.
How long ago did you get it?
Oh, I've had this since February, last of February.
About 3 months then, maybe? Close to
Yeah,
it?
but like right now, I just measured my download at the computer, 176 down, 800 up.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're saying, well, it's half duplex, so you can't expect the download to be as fast as your upload. And the guy who's telling me that doesn't understand half duplex. I mean, all half duplex means is that signals can travel one way at a time, either up or down. If I can get 800 up when I'm concentrating on down, you would think, I'm not asking for 800 down.
No.
If it's nominally up to 700 down, and one of the other techs told me, he agreed with me, that I should expect to get 500 down.
What are you paying for?
Well, 35 a month.
No, I mean, what's the number they quoted you? A gig?
No, 700 up and down maximum.
And if you get 5, that's well over 80%, so you're in good shape.
Right, I mean, and a couple of the techs I've talked to agree that when it's working well, getting 80% of their nominal maximum is good.
Right, that's the industry standard. Yes, 80. They guarantee 80%. So.
And so I'm just going to wait a little bit. That they actually did call me a few days ago to tell me they had it fixed, and I told them I didn't consider it fixed. We'll see. I mean, I'm not gonna dump them when I'm getting as good as I got with Cox, and I'm only paying $35 a month. Obviously, but I am gonna lean on them a little bit, see if I can get another router. I have a location, if I could get one more router, it would make a nice triangle of the 3 mesh routers, and I think I can improve my speeds. They did tell me that I was the neighborhood anchor now, and the guy said, well, you must have gotten that new radio because you're listed as an anchor. Well, hell, they had me listed as an anchor when I know I didn't have a radio.
You know, how well do you get along with your neighbors? How well do you get along with your neighbors?
Oh, fine.
You should ask your neighbor sometime, hey, check your speed and see what you're getting. He's going to say, oh, wow, look, I'm getting 1,000 down and 1,000 up.
Well, they have told me that there are people in this neighborhood who have always been getting what was advertised. But then again, their measurement is at the modem. So, I'm just going to keep fiddling with it.
And the reason why their measurement is at the modem is because technically, no matter what provider, no matter who you're using, once it leaves their equipment or whatever, their modem is your problem.
In
Well,
a
once it comes
sense,
in
but
your
they're
house,
providing my routers too. Now, I understand, I could understand if I'm getting 700 at the modem and I'm getting 500 at my router up here, because it is wireless, it is Wi-Fi in between those. And I would not have a problem with that at all. But when I'm getting 170 down, when it's nominally up to 700, I would like to be getting 400 to 500 down at the computer.
Yeah, that would be probably acceptable.
It could be the channel that they're using on the Wi-Fi is overloaded. A lot of people are on that channel.
Well, I mean, I've got my own 2 routers. I'm not sure how to adjust the channel on these. There ought to be a way to do it.
I'll bet Alex can tell you.
Drop-down menu.
I can fiddle with that if I have to.
set the channel to auto. Where it finds the best channel.
So,
Is that always best thing to do though, Chris? I've always read and heard you shouldn't set it to
No,
auto.
It's not.
It may not be, but
The best thing to do is download a Wi-Fi analyzer app on your phone, and then that will show you what the Wi-Fi networks are in your area, and show you every channel that.
well, I used to have I have one of those on my old computer someplace.
Show you the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi channel that every Wi-Fi.
I mean, it would show me what my neighbors were using and all of that.
Right. Well, we only have the phones on Wi-Fi here.
Yeah, I've got this app on my phone that came with this service, and that's the only thing I can use to actually get in and set anything with. So, I just haven't had time to fiddle with it. I mean, most of the time, I'm getting decent YouTube stuff and other things. It's just I'm not getting what I'm nominally paying for. And now I'm not paying much, so I'm not gonna complain too hard. Hey, Rick?
hello.
Hey, look. Hey, Alex.
Yes, Josh.
How do you know when your thing is on? Does it have a light or something?
Say that again.
How do you know when the capture card is on? Does it have a light on it or something?
Mine does. I would think it should. But right now you don't have anything to plug into it, so you shouldn't. There's no reason to have it plugged in.
No, it's good, that's all. Because it doesn't have them on the laptop either.
Well, mine doesn't have an on and off switch. Once you plug it into the computer, as long as the computer's on and it's plugged in,
Right.
it turns on.
Oh, okay.
Same way. Me and Ken and Robert all have the same one.
What are you talking about?
Capture
Capture
card.
card.
Oh, capture card, okay.
And I imagine even though yours is a different brand and a different model, it works the same way.
I'm okay.
It doesn't have
I'm okay, Grandma. Got them cat-like reflexes and caught that from falling on the floor. Actually, I got lucky and my pull-out shelf for my keyboard caught my chair.
Really what was more is looking my read up and playing for weeks.
Were you playing with a controller tonight, or were you using the keyboard?
Controller.
Okay.
without the joystick.
Yep. And
I wasn't saying that as a question. I was responding to Ken.
Hey, Rick.
On one of my games, I actually surprised myself and got up to level 7, and then I died.
But the joystick's broken on your old controller?
He can't find it. He knocks it off because the room's so messy. He can't find it.
Well, that sounds like my room, so I won't say anything. I will not criticize anybody else's messy room, because if I didn't blur my background or whatever, everybody can say that about me.
My wife yells at me all the time about that. Clean your room!
Mine's not a disaster by no means, but it's not as clean as I want it to be. It seems like when I start to get it organized, something will happen and I'll forget about it, or I run across things like the game and I'll play that for a couple hours and just can't get anything done. So Rick, we're good for this weekend, right? I'm gonna finish your build. You're going to Chicago? I'm trying. I got.
Not that far
Not too
from.
many people get me to do that nowadays.
Think of the business you could start. Don't want to go spend time with your in-laws, your relatives? I'll step in for you. For a minimal charge. If it's local, I'll do it for free. If it's travel involved, we'll work something out. I caught a little bit of Anchorman 2 tonight when the streaming was trying to work.
Just make sure that when you get to Rick's house again, that you get his Wi-Fi password, that you get on his internet.
Well, hopefully he's got Ethernet and I can just not have to worry about it. But we got to get the fine details worked out first. It sounds like he's hedging a little bit on wanting to do this. It'll all be good.
I screamed 3 times earlier today, and no one was in the chat room earlier.
At least if nothing else, there's going to be good. There's probably going to be good food there.
I hope so. It's about all I'm looking forward to. So, Josh, you checked into my chat room earlier today, the Zoom?
No, I said I screamed earlier today,
Oh, okay.
but there was no one around.
So you did 3 streams today?
Yep.
No uploads?
Nope.
I was around for a little bit.
I was around.
I think I'm going to pay.
Yeah, about as broad as it is long. You gotta, when you do an upload, when you do a live stream, you go in and make the edit and change the title a little bit. You still need to fix your clocks, I noticed. And you need to get with Alex and let him adjust your audio, because when you get excited when you do something right and you raise your voice a little bit, it is overwhelming.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure that's just a audio in the audio mixer. I'm sure that's just an adjustment.
You're a little too loud.
Yeah. From what I've read and researched and the way I've got mine set up, they say that your bar should barely get into the yellow, and if it goes all the way across the yellow, that's okay, but they recommend barely in the yellow. So like mine, I'm arm's length away and then about another foot, and mine goes to exactly halfway in the yellow. And from what you guys tell me, my audio is good on Zoom. So
Well, the reason why I get it played is because these are games I've never played before, and if I played them a long while ago, and I don't ever remember getting that far in the game.
that's fine. I get excited if I do something right too.
Hey Josh, are you streaming at the moment?
With that,
Are you streaming at the moment?
no.
According to YouTube, you are. Remember that problem you had before? It's doing it again. Because you are on YouTube streaming.
You didn't hit end stream on the YouTube page because you probably
He
closed it.
didn't do that.
Right, I think you're right. I think he just X'd out of it.
Josh, you can't do it that way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the videos on his channel. I don't see anything that says it's live. No, I am. It says, which one are you looking at? MAMMCO. 2 watching live now. Where?
Yeah, all he's got to do is go back into YouTube, open up, edit it. The red box will come up, hit end stream in, and he'll be good. It is a common mistake. I've done it. I still do it.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it here.
Yeah. I do.
When you ended the stream, how did you end the stream, Josh?
This other one that says you're not, and the other one that says you do.
I clicked on the red X.
You can't do it that
No,
way.
you can't do it. You have to click on the red box that says end stream.
Yeah, I did that. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, you could test that theory real quick by going into OBS and hit start streaming. If it goes live, you didn't do it that way. But not a big deal at all. Oh shoot, I forgot to check.
It's first screen, so it's not screening.
I checked the weather for the weekend. I forgot to see what tomorrow's going to be. Oh, 86. Okay.
It's not screening because it says first screen.
On OBS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why one thing that says you are streamed, but then I go to my subscriptions and
So on OBS, push the start streaming, but don't push anything else. The TV go off?
What that?
I was yelling in there and asking her something about the TV. It's been acting weird today.
You just need to be nice to it.
I think it caught rumor that we looked at a 65-inch Vizio this afternoon. Probably is,
If it is streaming out to YouTube, I don't want YouTube getting the content from and have to go in and delete it again.
well, nothing showed up yet, so give it a minute. OBS shows you're streaming, right?
Yeah.
Let me refresh the page. See if that makes a difference. Yeah, I think, nope, you are live now. You are currently live. Donkey Kong, or Diddy Kong 64. So you didn't hit. So I'm going to type some, don't do anything. I'm going to type in your chat room, and you are live. You are live. See if you tell me if you can see that on your YouTube.
I'm trying to.
You just moved your mouse up to the top. You're on the pink bar at the top of OBS. By the way, how'd you get a pink bar on OBS?
It's because of the way he's got his color set in Windows 10.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
don't.
Personalization settings.
Okay.
I can't figure out why I'm not seeing him live.
Go to his page, click on videos, click on the down caret, click on live now. That's how I got to it. So now I'm looking at me.
All right.
I see me on your screen. Hi me. I see Jeff on your screen.
Yep.
I see me again. I'm waving now. Boy, that's a bad delay. That's terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want that going out.
Well, you're going to have to go back in. You're going to have to go kill it first by going into YouTube. So I'll go ahead. I'll walk you through this. I can see it on your screen.
Yeah, because I'm live, I see it.
Now go up there where it says in stream, right? Straight up. Nope. Yeah, right there. Now go down to where it says end in the middle of the page. Click on that. Yep, click that. Now you no longer are streaming. Now go back to OBS and hit stop stream.
I thought I did that before.
No, you I think you just hit the X to get out of it, I believe.
Okay.
Because you would if you don't end the stream, you can go back into OBS and hit start streaming in your live.
Yeah,
Now
I
to
figured that out for that.
you remember how to go into the studio to clean that up?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
But I thought we had the discussion on Doug's a while back that if you click on stop streaming in OBS, eventually after like 3 or 4 minutes, YouTube will time out.
If you hit the in stream button, I believe it does, and the couple tests I've run, one time it did do that, one time it didn't do that. It's just hit and miss. It's really crazy.
That's weird.
It is. It is. I'm answering this text real quick.
Well, I'm still technically, I guess, I don't know what,
Single?
in the running for that, job down the road. Because
At the college. Or?
when I log into my account on their website, it still says that the position is open, and it's
I
still,
gotta do that for her too.
it's, it doesn't
That's
say
the
it's
job at
closed.
the college, Alex?
What that?
Is that the
No,
job at the
I'm
college?
College.
Oh, okay.
What about that other place I went to?
Oh, okay. I got
For
you.
an in-person interview.
Yeah, I got you.
They've got like 8 or 9 different job postings on their website. And they still got that. I reapplied for the one that I had applied before and they didn't accept me. Well, ever since I reapplied for this job again last time, it's still open. And it doesn't say the position's closed or anything, so.
I got another female in the chat room, and it's from Barney channel and from Lefty channel. You know me though.
Okay, Photo Mix Media says, I have a shout out your email to ask about Zoom. Okay, my email is kstout2016@gmail.com.
If you have an iTunes, you should update it. There was an iTunes update today.
And
Is
I can
iTunes still there?
bring that. Yeah, really. iTunes still works.
Still out there.
The only reason I know that is because my wife's laptop broke and I moved it upstairs. The internet's fine, but the tax install process, compared to my computer, compared to my aunt's computer.
I'm checking my spam mail real quick.
My computer was down in about 5 seconds.
No spam, that's amazing. So I got a letter from Charleston today, and apparently they didn't post my last water bill payment properly because they're telling me I'm delinquent, so I'm going to call them in the morning and say, no, I moved out on the 11th of March. I'm not paying the bill through the middle of April because the lady that bought the house should have put the bill in her name.
Yeah, I got a question about YouTube Studio.
All right. I'm sure one of us can answer it.
Is it possible to delete videos from your phone like that?
I don't know. Let me look on YouTube Studio on my phone. The short answer should be I would think so, but I'll look.
Because I haven't found one yet.
Yeah, I think you can. It looks like yes, you can. I don't know how quick that's going to go into effect, if it's going to be delayed or what. In fact, I'll do something. Oh, wrong way.
No, I did that because my wife did a live stream and I put 2 of them out and I did a believe one of them.
She streamed today?
Yep.
I didn't get notification of that, so that's interesting. Of course, I don't get notifications for a lot of stuff.
I don't think you're subscribed to the channel.
According to the little button I pressed that said subscribe, I'm subscribed.
Oh. Because when I looked in there, it said 1 subscriber.
How many?
1.
Yeah, you can get more than that.
All right, Josh, I'm going to do a real quick live stream from my phone without trying to do it like last night. So I don't need the police knocking on my door tonight or calling twice. Hey, hello, everybody. I'm going to do a real quick stream to see if I can delete this from the YouTube studio on my phone. It's going to not be long at all. If anybody wants that's on the Zoom, say hi to yourselves. Hi, selves. To see if this is going out, that's cool. Geez, thanks, guys, for telling me my hair was looking good. That's long enough. Let's go see if I can delete this now. Thanks for watching. Or watching. Alright, so I did it. I clicked done.
Notification.
Yeah, I did too.
Well, I'll give you time to see if it's there, and then I'm going to go. It says waiting, so it might take it a second to upload.
I have to click on my notification to see it, but I see it says Skins Out Live 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, I understand. You're quite welcome, Photo Mix Media. You're quite welcome. or photo media mix, I guess it is. I must be dyslexic. I read things backwards. So I can go see if it's there real quick, and then I will see if I can delete it from. Now that will probably be under videos, and go to the Garrett, go to past live streams because it's in. No, I guess not. It still showing that it's processing. It said it had an error uploading it. Big shock there.
Yeah, I'm still paying one subscriber on the account, so I don't know what's going on with that. Well, we only have one subscriber.
You've got more than one. You've got me, 10, and probably about 20 others that have clicked on your subscribe button.
Yeah.
So you've got more than one. I know that because people have told me they have.
I see you got up to 14 subscribers.
Yeah, well, that's.
So a lot of them are hanging out at
I'm surprised it got off 0. I really am.
Okay, so Josh, I went into the. Go ahead, Rick.
Well, quite honestly, shot it came off of 0. I didn't think it was going to.
So I'm in the YouTube studio on my phone. I'm going to click on content so it brings up my videos. I'm going to not see the one I just did. So it's still not uploaded. Okay, I'll click on live. Okay, there it is. Test of YouTube Studio on phone. It is there. It's 26 seconds in length. I'm going to click on the 3 dots next to it. And I have the option of share, edit, play, or delete. So yes, you can delete videos from your phone on YouTube Studio. I'm going to hit delete. And then you get a sub menu of, are you sure you want to delete it? I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And it's no longer there. So that is odd. You're quite welcome, Photo Mix Media. It's odd that it's still only showing up because she's past the 24-hour window before she can stream, right?
I just tested it a little bit ago and it didn't work.
No, I'm talking about Natasha's channel, not your phone.
What?
I'm talking about Natasha's channel. She's past the 24-hour window so that she can stream.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so why it's still only reflecting 1 subscriber?
Yeah.
Alex, you got any thoughts on that?
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
For Game Boy.
Again, Ken?
What's that, Greg? Yeah, I was playing 1 subscriber. I go, let me see what's that on my phone.
It's also only showing 1 video right now, too.
Well, you have to verify your account with YouTube before you can even stream from the computer.
Well, the account was verified.
But you can do that with 0 subscribers.
Yeah, the account was verified last night.
Right, looks like she might have streamed 2 hours ago, maybe.
Yeah,
And then she still has one scheduled for tomorrow night.
yeah.
No, it kind of went away. Did you delete the wrong one?
No, I'm gonna go in and watch both of them because I don't know what one I need to delete.
Well, there's only 1 video that I'm seeing.
Is that the 17?
That is, I see the one that's scheduled for 5/19. I refreshed it, came back, and then when I go to the caret down and I click on past live streams, she's got one that streamed 2 hours ago. That's the only 2 videos that are on there.
Okay.
Have you done an upload? No. According to this, there's no upload. So, yeah, there's only the one that's scheduled and the one she did today. I will unsubscribe and resubscribe, and we'll see if that changes anything. How's that sound?
What's the channel name?
Here, I'll just put it in chat. Help everybody out.
Because I found at least 2 other Natasha Kinders.
That's a weird name to the others.
Then put it in the YouTube stream, and I'll throw it over here on the Zoom chat as well. And now it's on there.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
But that's just weird that... Let me go unsubscribe, resubscribe. About the only thing I know to do.
Daffy Duck.
Alright, it says unsubscribed, and I clicked subscribe, and it says subscribed. So now...
I just refreshed it and went up to 4.
Yep, so...
So everything's working as it should.
At least for now, yes. At least for now. Okay.
Mike, what did you say about that Mario pinball?
Who's...
Mario pinball?
Yeah. I thought they had a Mario pinball for Game Boy Color Game Boy Advance.
I don't know, let me look.
I'm going to hit the button to see how long it takes for this to show up. Oh, where am I at? Yeah, I don't get the delay. Last night was super blazing fast, and tonight we're back to about 11-12 second delay on that. And then I gotta press right there. There we go. Enter. Did I see Gary enter the room?
Yep.
Hey Gary, how are you tonight?
Pretty fair. Pretty fair.
Good to hear.
Papa Bonnie tonight. Well, Lord tonight.
You, as in you chatted on her stream, or you were in her chat room, or?
I talked to her when I was at work. Apparently I misheard someone last night. I thought they had said that her mother had died. And it came back that her mother was in the hospital.
There we go. So, Photo Mix Media, check your email. You should be good. And the link is in there. Was the last thing I posted. I want to see what shows up on a link on Twidget. I can't remember if I've tested this or not.
So it would make them off the hook for a little bit.
So she's got your phone number?
No, on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Okay,
On
so
occasion I'll go in and comment on one of her videos, depending on what's going on.
okay, so Twidget is
I'm hoping they'll make me blue, but I don't know. Because I find that the blue is a lot easier to receive, especially on a white, on a black background.
yeah, it is. It is at that.
That's why I'm looking for people to make me blue.
That's too bad they don't have another status that they could just let you change the color for people to see it a little easier, because the gray can be a little rough to see.
That's why when I set up an iPad for someone, and I have to set up YouTube for someone, I automatically put it in both modes. Because the white mode just killed my eyes.
Yeah, my whole entire phone is in I keep my whole entire phone in dark mode all the time.
And we have the awkward silence. I swear I'm going to start a third channel and just call it Awkward Silence. Please join us where we all sit around and don't say a word.
I had someone in Western Scotland asked me last night if I played Fortnite.
See?
Yeah.
It'll all come together,
you
Josh.
should have told him that you play, you try, you try to play it, but you still can't spell it.
I can't. Is it N-I-T-E or N-I-G-H-T?
They wanted me to make a video because they have a grandson that's like 50 years old and he's really obsessed with Fortnite.
No, don't say that, Alex. Keep that to yourself.
And I was just like, I'm not gonna do that.
Why? Do an instructional video, but don't gear it to a specific age group or anything. Just show them, say, hey, I just started playing this 2 weeks ago or last week or yesterday or whatever, and this is what I've learned so far, and this is what I recommend you do. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
I would be very... If I started playing Fortnite, which, by the way, I know is N-I-T-E, but I get confused every now and then and spell it N-I-G-H-T. If I played it, it would be amazing if I got on the ground safely, because I'd be, okay, is that parachute going to open? Splat. Nope, didn't open that time. So...
One thing about Fortnite is, I didn't know this till I downloaded it, is it's completely online. You have to be online the whole time to play it. There's no offline mode.
Did not know that. Probably why I'm not ever going to play it.
That's why you can play it live. They're gearing towards live so they can get more people to play.
Are you able to see how many people are playing at the same time you are playing? Is that possible?
If that question is geared anywhere towards me, I know nothing.
Oh no, I'm just throwing it out there for whoever might know. I'm in the same boat, Gary. I know absolutely nada about. The only thing I know is Fortnite. That's all I know.
Nitey.
90 Fortnite.
At least they made it entertaining.
Yeah, true. No, I don't think Fortnite is a game we want a 6-year-old playing. Alex, I made you co-host just in case someone jumps in. I will be right back.
All right.
But it's so funny, like I'll go in other people's chat room and right after I say hi, they'll start posting my link to my channel and they'll be like,
Yeah.
Josh Hindu Gaming Channel, subscribe to him. And it's just like, oh, gee, thanks for the welcome.
And then I come in here and pop your bubble and say, Josh, you're at your aunt's. It's time to go to bed. Or Josh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't you think you ought to be in bed?
I tried to get it streamed in earlier today, but wasn't an hour, but I just can't do it because my wife keeps calling me.
Josh, do they know you're on with Blanche at work?
What's that?
Do they know that you're on with that Blanche when you're at work?
What's that?
You just said that you were at work and you talked to that Blanche. And I said, did your work know that you're doing that while you are at work?
And they know that I listen to different things at work.
They allow that.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Because at my work, you'll get fired for doing that.
Yeah, they allow it.
Okay.
His work isn't like, I wouldn't call it like normal work, like you're thinking of, or like what
No,
I'm trying to get hired for.
Well, I understand some of what it is, Alex, but I'm still saying that they may be trying to teach responsibility, and that's most works don't allow you to do stuff like that. Even if your kid learns some responsibilities.
I just do it because I can't stand the silence. Like I gotta have something in background talk.
Like it's, if you don't have anything in the background talking, it's too quiet there. There's no background noise. People moving around, people talking.
Yeah, but a lot of the people there, they get on my nerves. When my wife left the program, she was my best friend in the program, and after that, it just went downhill.
Alex,
Yes.
not giving you any heck, but you do see my question now, don't you?
Yes.
I would like to have my wife work, because the other thing at work that
I'll tell you. Are we on YouTube?
Of course.
just don't swear.
We've only been going at this for about 50 minutes so far. That's just a rough guess. I've somehow lost my timer ability that I used to have.
Yeah, I don't want the whole world knowing what happened.
I mean, if I heard my wife, I'd probably get in trouble with somebody. I'm sure somebody would complain.
Well, apparently we've been streaming for 1 hour and 32 minutes. What? Oh, it is almost midnight, huh? Wow.
9 minutes.
Yeah, I can see that now. Even though I got my glasses on, I still couldn't read that right. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. I don't know. Lauren and I worked together for a while. It was all right. There were some rumblings and grumblings about things that weren't true from people, but like I always told them, I wasn't there to be friends with people. I was there to do a job. If they liked it, tough. They didn't like it,
What's up, Ron?
tough.
What's up?
Nothing.
Yeah, you want to get on?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Alright, I won't get on.
So when we end the stream, I will relay the haha fabulous funny story from last night to those that might have missed it. Which I think is just Chris and Gary. And maybe, I don't think Jeff was there either, was he?
No.
I don't think he was. I'll wait for him to get back. And Mrs. K thought it was hilarious when I was telling her about it.
You boys and girls were up too late to be telling stories.
I think Alex and I finally ended about, I don't know, 4:30, 4:45-ish. I had to stay up all night. Well, I had to be up all night.
Okay, Nancy, you need to get a job, boy.
Nah, my working days are done. I'm pretty much fully retired, and hopefully I never have to go back into the work field. Did I see? There he is. Photo Mix Media.
Hello.
Or hello. Would you prefer Jose, or is Photo Mix Media okay?
Either way.
Okay, John. Thanks. Good to see you. So, where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, yes. Just to finish, I prefer either one. My name is Jose Alvarez, and I take pictures and everything, and photo mix media. That's what my front end for my photography stuff. And so, anyways, where am I from? I'm about 2 hours from Delgado, north. Yeah.
South or north?
North.
North. Wow. Okay.
And so from a town named Modesto, And let's see what more can I've been in the photography industry for 15, 17 years or so. Really versatile in terms of photography, and that's my main focus. I also do video on the side, and also other stuff like graphic design and whatnot. So, but yeah, my main focus is photography.
Well, welcome to the Zoom Club. It's good to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate you being here. I appreciate you supporting the channel.
Hey,
Might pick your brain from time to time on some video editing and or photography stuff.
yes, absolutely. You're more than welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I had to stay up. I had no choice. And I told Alex he needed to go to bed. And about the time he was going to go to bed, I'm not going to say somebody called him, but somebody called him. I'm not going to mention any names whatsoever. Okay? I will not divulge names. Could have the initials of JKD, though, but I'm not going to say his name. So we have a lot of awkward silence moments here, or moments where nobody says anything. In fact, my third channel coming out is going to be called Awkward Silence. It should be up and running by Sunday night. I put in for it and got to wait to get the approval. How many channels can you have, I wonder? Has anybody ever looked that up?
How many bites can you get in that tight Tootsie box or whatever?
Yeah, really.
Remember that commercial?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you name another channel, Kim?
No, I'm kidding. I barely run the two I have now. I didn't even run the fish tank last night.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Once we know it.
What's the world coming to? Doggone it.
I have a question for everybody. Who thinks I should live stream hooking my weed up to my computer? No one?
Please say again.
I said, who thinks I should live stream hooking my weed up to my computer?
I don't know.
Yeah, it don't sound very entertaining.
Yeah,
Games you play with it would be entertaining.
I think the bigger question would be, Josh, are you set up to live stream hooking your Wii up to your computer?
Why are you hooking your wee up to your computer?
Yeah, I kind of was trying to figure out how to say that.
That's not the bigger question, Ken. The biggest question is, does he have another HDMI cable? Because if he doesn't have another HDMI cable laying around, he can't hook it up.
He can't just put a camera on a tripod and use that as his source and do it that way? Like I did when I put the graphics card in?
No. What I'm referring to, Ken, is he needs an HDMI cable to go from the output of the converter to the input of the capture card.
Oh, yeah, I have another HDMI cable around here somewhere.
Well, I can't wait to hear this comment from Alex.
If I look hard enough, I'll find it.
Well, then the answer to your question right now is no, because you're not prepared to do it until you find that cable. Once you have all the pieces in place to do it, and you can get your camera set up, sure, why not? People live stream some of the dumbest things, and they get people to watch them. Look at Gary's Garbage Man. It's just the one that comes to mind. I mean,
Look, Al, you there?
are you asking Alex if he's there?
Yes, I'm sure.
You do me a favor tomorrow.
Maybe.
I need to like the book in the basement. I feel have it for a while time now.
I can't do that for you because I'm not there.
Yeah, I was going to say, how's Alex going to look in the basement for extra wires?
Yeah, I said remind me to.
Oh, okay. Well, I think most of us didn't hear the remind part. We heard look in the basement.
You know what else you can do, Josh? You can say, Alexa, remind me to look Rachel.
Yeah, but
Why do that when you make you do it, Alex?
You have a point there.
you don't want one of those computers, and I don't feel like going.
Don't yell at yourself and it's so getting that.
Are you still the only one there?
With that?
Are you still the only one there?
Oh,
It doesn't make sense. I mean, that has nothing to do with Josh.
No, I agree with you 100%
yeah.
on
Me
that.
and my dog will run into it tonight.
And now, was she there tonight, or I thought she was the office manager?
No, me and her will run into it.
Well, let me end the stream so Jeff can see his dancing girls. Of course, we're going to have to wait about 3 hours because of this delay. Dun, 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 dun. Get a violation for that.
I think Mama Garrett knows that.
Who knows? I can't say the name of it, but I know the dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Has it kicked over already? Because there we
Oh,
go.
yeah.
There we go. So now that Jeff's got his daily fix of the dancing girls.
Shake it up, girls.
3, 2, 1.